Hello everyone and welcome to my USA Shows channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I can't say that I disagree with Janelle Brown's love. Related sentiment, I believe the mother of six had earned a break from Cupid's arrows after witnessing her 2-decade marriage to Kody Brown unfold on Sister. Wives Janelle appeared to be a decent wife for years. She didn't play favorites, handled money well, and appeared to genuinely like Kody. However, Janelle realized her time was up when he began to turn against her. The polygamous wife chose to preserve her serenity and start over rather than continue. For better or worse, the Sister Wives star disclosed that she hadn't been seeking love in a recent podcast. She also had no intention of settling for another drama king like Kody. My marriage is over, she said to Kate Hudson. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, she admitted at this point. I'm not really interested in getting married again or even dating. I'm not even considering, oh, what do I need to do? The candor struck a chord with fans who thought Janelle was merely attempting to lift her head above water following her divorce. Because I'm just like I am over it, Janelle joked. I am done. As the discussion went on, I enjoy being alone. Janelle has been able to establish a new career and relocate to North Carolina to be nearer to her daughter. A farm owned by a family. Janelle, who has seen 2 divorces in her life, said if something presents itself in the future, then I'll consider what I need to do up. Until 1990, she was wed to Adam Barber, the brother of Meri. Brown. Janelle claims that the family respected one another's marriages by keeping their sexual life discreet. You're not comparing notes, she joked. The listeners were shocked to learn that everyone's relationships are so distinct. Boundaries, Janelle continued. Do you understand? That didn't seem like my concern. And I didn't think knowing would be beneficial. Therefore, I didn't give a damn. That being said, the women still be asterisk chat about Kody even though they didn't exchange sex stories. Fans are praising Janelle's ability to move on and her liberating mentality. Janelle discussed her dating experiences in the mid-season teaser. I assure you I am not a sexual road, I swear to you. When Janelle was married to Kody, she had her work cut out for her. I definitely don't want someone who is such a prima donna like Kody is. Additionally, she would not receive the same quality in exchange for her support of him. Therefore, it makes perfect sense for Janelle to desire to remain unmarried. She wants to embark on adventure after adventure and has no desire to answer to spouse. Kody stated in a recent Sister Wife show that he always believed he and Janelle would endure. I kind of look at Meri still as a friend, and I'm sure both of us will mutually get back to that place, he said to the TLC cameras. Meri and I should just be friends, I hope. From what I've heard, Christine fell in love, got married, and so on. Well done, Christine. Kody admitted Janelle was a very different matter. I could have worked things out, but Janelle wasn't on the same page. For a while I always felt like Janelle. She revealed that she was relocating and eager for a new beginning. During her Sister Way segment together with Christine Brown, she loaded up a moving van and began the arduous journey to North Carolina. We're going to get this land, and I'm going to be building a house. She bemoaned, I'm leaving my home of many years. I'm moving on from everything. No alternative plan exists. This must work for Janelle. March 5th is a significant date in her life and the ideal time for fresh starts, because it will be a year since she and Kody split up in the midst of her troubles with Janelle Brown and David Willie. Christine Brown of Sister Wives would gain a lot from her recent trip to the Bahamas. Christine seemed to be the most jealous wife when I initially started watching Sister Wives. She bemoaned Kody's partnership with Robyn Brown and accused him of picking Robyn's wedding gown without doing the same for her. Although I didn't like Christine's inhospitable behavior toward Robyn, I gradually Understood why she was so tense. I had to acknowledge that Christine was correct from the start since I witnessed personally the impact Kody's obsession with Robyn had on the family. I saw how difficult Christine's spiritually tormented marriage to Kody was. So when she left Kody to find a new partner and concentrate on her own inner peace, I was overjoyed. When Christine declared David to be her soulmate, I was ecstatic. Within a year of dating, they were married. But when I noticed Christine's increasing arrangement from other family members, including her best friend Janelle, my optimism for her future began to fade. She didn't seem to have time to care for her other relationships because she was so preoccupied with her new hectic work, life and influencer career in order to disprove any rumors of a divorce. Christine enjoyed her beautiful honeymoon with David. She also revealed that she received a complimentary Bahamas vacation as a prize from a well-known company. I was ecstatic when Christine shared photos from her vacation on Instagram showcasing her re-establishing connections with old acquaintances. I could see that she had made the proper decision in taking this new journey. I was pleased to see Christine looking joyful in her new pictures. She raved about the trip and the hospitality while sharing some photos from the occasion. I think the trip helped Christine get back to her true self and show fans that she's still genuine. She wrote, "It's an incredible company where we cheer everyone on for all their winnings." Because Christine appeared to be dishonest in her promotional messages, many fans lost interest in her content. Over the course of the months, her genuine behavior throughout the trip, however, demonstrates that she is still the same person, just much more self-assured. Rumors that Christine and Janelle were no longer close to been going about for the past 12 months. Christine boldly declared herself the victor in life in one of her social media posts, which suggested that she thought she was better than Janelle and Meri Brown. When Janelle shared her new year's resolve, she mentioned detoxing from the past, which fueled the fire and had viewers wondering if she was alluding to Christine. The two women tweeted images of themselves having supper together and shared selfies. In addition, I saw that they appeared closer and happier than they had been in months. Christine probably reconnected with Janelle as a result of her vacation. Her most recent trip to the Bahamas, in my opinion, has undoubtedly improved her friendships, which will serve her well in the long run. In order to maintain her relationships with her family and friends, Christine should keep going on these kinds of excursions. The sister Wives cast member was under a lot of stress since she and her husband David owned a rental house in Mauve that needed renovation. I was relieved when she chose to take a vacation and spend some time with David on their Bahamas trip, because she had been putting a lot of pressure on herself since the Bahamas trip isn't a romantic excursion. I think it's the ideal retreat for Christine and David. Rather, it's a fantastic trip for the pair to strengthen their family ties and meet new people, which will only make them closer than they were before. Christine and David lost out on a number of events and possibilities because they hurried to the wedding. Their marriage will be strengthened by the opportunity to see a new side of each other and develop a fresh appreciation for one another that the trip will provide. Since Christine is in her mid-50s, I believe that her recent vacation has also allowed her to spend more time with her children, which is something she needs. Christine seems to be more focused on her career than Janelle, who is quite close to her kids. She is also no longer single and spends most of her time with David at home or advancing in her social media influencer job. Michael T. Padron. Christine's daughter was also in the Bahamas for the same affiliate marketing opportunity, so the vacation gave them the chance to spend time together. Christine recently shared a selfie of herself and her daughter lounging in the sun. A unique mother-daughter moment was being shared by the two women as they stood beside the shore. Christine wrote in the caption of her photo, "I'm so grateful to have a home-based business that allows me to work alongside my incredible daughter. I think Christine should continue to take trips like these, even if it means spending a bit more money. The Sister Wives cast member will always be content since she may spend time with her loved ones and friends without any obligations. Sister Wives actress Christine Brown recently had a chance to address Kody Brown's remarks, and she received assistance with her sarcasm directed at her former husband, who is a TLC celebrity. This has been going on for far too long. According to reality show fans, her most recent slur was perceived by fans as yet another sour homage to her ex-husband Christine Brown's journey down a tainted memory. Laying in Sister Wives, many of the family members gathered for a reunion in Wyoming after traveling there finally. Spending time together, Janelle and Christine Brown were captured in photos, and these women were beaming from ear to ear. However, many conjectured that Christine Brown couldn't leave well enough alone when the reunion was over, and it was time to head home. The animosity between Christine Brown and Kody Brown persisted even after they split up. By saying he never loved her, he tried to obliterate the memory of her marriage. Then, as an example of what love looks like, he contrasted Robyn Brown with his former 3 wives for him. Anyway, Kody Brown, however, has previously mistreated Christine. He shared some awful thoughts he had about Christine Brown after he gained popularity on the Sister Wife show. For the first time, she heard those feelings in public. He talked about it on the air, and years ago, Kody Brown and his 4 wives wrote a book about it. Christine was pulled through the mud by Kody Brown. The majority of Sister Wives viewers are aware of Kody's terrible narrative of wooing Christine. He claimed that when he watched her eat, he became terrified. When they pulled into a convenience shop on their road trip, Christine placed an order for nachos. Then she drove off eating nachos in the back seat in the rear view mirror. Kody observed her eating, suggesting that it was an unpleasant experience for him to see. For the patriarch of Sister Wives, it was almost a deal breaker. He didn't know if he could keep dating her, but he didn't talk about anything till after they were married for a long time. And his 3rd wife was devastated when he disclosed this in their series. Above all, it hurt. Payback is conceivable, of course, but is there any time left? Many Sister Wives watchers think Christine had the right to confront Kody about her new spouse David Woolley. When she originally did this, a lot of people encouraged her. Then Christine's spouse intervened to assist her in delivering a little of sarcasm to Kody. One of those little drawings depicted eating nachos. Even as she eats nachos, she presumably needed to let Kody know that David loves her, and fans understood. At first, Sister Wives fans found it endearing, but it continued. She mentioned it on social media recently, as seen in the screenshots that follow. Sister Wives viewers are fed up with Christine bringing it up again. They think she should let Kody go now. She and Tom apparently made a stop at the same roadside shop where she had bought the nachos when she was courting Kody on the way back from Wyoming. In order to prove that they were at the same spot as the notorious incident, she uploaded a brief video. She then had breakfast with David, which consisted of these nachos. The time was 6 a.m. when they paused to eat breakfast of nachos. Tom was clearly enjoying them and said they were fantastic. Fans, however, saw this as just another jab at Brown. They begged her to release him. Some thought she went too far, while others recommended moving on. Some argued that this was unfair to David, even if he seemed to be a content participant ahead of the TLC show's upcoming season. All of this occurred in real time. Sister Wives star Kody Brown may want to forget some of his less than great previous deeds, but it seems like he is constantly reminded of them, both on and off the TLC screen. Robyn Brown, Kody, and his ex-wives seem to be in for a crazy ride. The fans seem to like the trip down memory lane, which seems to be about to blow up. Sister Wives, a closer look at Kody Brown and her 4 wives. the audience harshly criticized Kody Brown and the 4 women he had married during the course of the show's seasons. But now with someone much closer to home, watching them closely, they're going to go off on a new journey into the past, explaining how Kody utilizes Meri Brown. As Bade is part of this, discover more about Kody's ego and how he developed. Such a large one. Then came Robyn Brown. She is described as looking like the mistress of the patriarch and sister. Wives. Despite this, the kids are commended for having a better sense of logic than the adults people seem. Fascinated by what this new form reveals, after just a few films have been posted. That's because the source of this information doesn't mince words. Apprehending Uncle Kody engaging in Miami. More information about Kody and his girls is revealed to Sister Wives fans. This time, however, Brown, Kody Brown's nephew, provides a perspective on their behaviors, having never been on the TLC series. This man is new to the scene. Ben Brown is the son of Kody's brother. Additionally, this is his first time viewing the Sister Wives series. After every episode, he relates some of what he observes in Kody and his family to his own dreadful polygamous upbringing. Additionally, he is becoming more well-liked by the current audience of the show. Ben speculates that Kody's behavior may be somewhat a result of their religion's view of polygamy. He acknowledges that the behaviors of the Sister Wives women who were raised in a polygamous household were instilled in them from an early age. Ben wholeheartedly concurs with Meri Brown that jealousy is a natural part of a poly family, but he disagrees with Meri's handling of the matter. When Kody and Robyn Brown went on a long honeymoon, she overcome her jealousy. Ben gives his aunt Meri a nod. Emotions have a purpose. He explains it's a sign that something is off in your relationship, much like jealousy. However, Meri, who is raised in a polygamous family, discovered early on that the best way to handle it was to ignore it and go on. Ben Brown crept out. Among the sister wives Ben heard Christine Brown say she knows what Kody is doing with Robyn on their honeymoon. As he was watching her on TV, he ought to be doing that in front of the sister wife's camera. She continues, however, she shakes her head no repeatedly as she grants the two permission to carry out the deed. Ben notes that her body language reflects her actual opinions on the subject, but he felt uneasy about some of what he saw on the sister wiv screen. He explains how Meri was called bait by Kody. The idea that Meri had assisted in assembling potential wives made him sick to his stomach. He was alarmed when he saw one of their little daughters run away from the adults who were trying to extract her loose teeth. In his opinion, Robyn is just Kody's mistress, whom he tried to include in his family. The husbands were simply told that Robyn was joining the family, and Ben watched. He figured there was nothing they could do. He implies that she was brought into the family without the required discussions. The son of Kody, Phil's and Logan Brown, Kody Brown's cousin, was commended by his nephew for filling in for Kody when his father was not there. Like many older children, Logan, the eldest, ended up in a polygamous household. Since the father had too many kids to provide them with the care they needed, they were forced to assist in raising their siblings. The father had too many kids to be a good dad, so he took over as Mom. Janelle Brown left for work. You see a young Logan getting ready his siblings' breakfast, getting them dressed and dropping them off at school. Robyn complained that she didn't want to upset anyone by joining the family, but Ben saw right through that. Ben claimed that he wanted to yell, "You are breaking hearts," and shake her. She could have left without causing the women as much distress as she did. She had an option, he explains. Rather, she stayed as an aside. His picture is seen above next to Kody, and fans have remarked on how much they look alike. Ben is therefore prepared for the upcoming Sister Wives episode. After watching the upcoming episode of the TLC series, he will return with a fresh perspective on Uncle Kody Brown and his family. Why Sister Wives Janelle Brown isn't interested in another marriage, the shocking truth introduction. Janelle Brown's big decision. Janelle Brown has always been known as the most practical and independent wife and sister. Wives, but now after her official split from Kody, Brown fans are dying to know. Will she ever get married again? The answer might shock you, unlike her former sister wife Christine Brown, who has openly embraced a new romance and tied the knot again. Janelle is taking a different approach. Instead of searching for a new husband, she seems completely uninterested in marriage altogether. But why is Janelle finally enjoying her freedom after decades in a complicated polygamous marriage? Is she scarred from her relationship with Kody, or is she simply not willing to risk her independence again? Let's break down the real reasons why Janelle Brown isn't interested in another marriage, and why fans think she's better off without one. Section 1: Janelle's history with Kody. What went wrong, how it started, a marriage built on practicality. Janelle and Kody's relationship was always more of a partnership than a passionate love story. She was the logical, business-minded wife, while Kody had a more emotional and dramatic approach. The downfall of their relationship over the years: Kody's favoritism toward Robyn Brown created major tension. Janelle's strong independence clashed with Kody's growing need for control. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed just how distant and fractured their marriage had become. The breaking point: why Janelle walked away. Unlike Meri, who held on despite Kody's rejection, Janelle took control and left on her own terms. She wasn't interested in begging for Kody's love. She wanted self-respect and happiness. Janelle realized she was already living like a single woman, so why not make it official? Section 2: Why Janelle Brown is done with marriage forever. She doesn't need a man to be happy. Janelle has always been independent and self-sufficient. Unlike Christine, who craved romance, Janelle is content with being on her own. She loves her freedom. After years of sharing a husband, Janelle is enjoying her independence more than ever. No more polygamy rules, no more sharing time, and no more competing for love. Why would she go back to another marriage when she's finally free? She's focused on her own goals instead of looking for love. Janelle is focused on building her own financial future, spending time with her kids, pursuing personal happiness. She has no interest in dedicating her life to another man's needs. She's seen the downsides of marriage and doesn't want them again. Marriage to Kody was exhausting, disappointing, and emotionally draining. Even monogamous marriage comes with expectations and sacrifices, and Janelle has had enough. Section 3: How Janelle's single life compares to Christine's new marriage. Christine found love again, but Janelle took a different path. Christine remarried quickly, while Janelle stayed happily single. Fans have noticed how different their post-Kody journeys are. Does Janelle even want romance? Some fans think Janelle might date again, but on her own terms. Others believe she's done with men entirely after dealing with Kody for so long. Christine versus Janelle: who made the better choice?